Greetings and welcome back to my channel. It's your Divine Soul Sister Ashaki coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been about 3 weeks since my last video. Just had a lot going on, but I'm back. Just wanted to chat a little bit. So if this is your first time seeing me or being exposed to this channel, my channel is a plethora of information in relation to spiritual growth and development and self-mastery. Connecting to your own divinity so that you can live the life that you would like to live, the life that you conceive or perceive. And so this video, I just wanted to talk about how, our life's journey or life lessons, so to speak, coincide with our spiritual development and how we can use things that occur in our life to grow spiritually and how our spiritual practices can help to ground us. I know that's a lot, but I'm just going to share my own experience with you and hope that it will help you. So, first of all, we there are no coincidences. Not in my belief system, it's not. Everything has been designed to help you to connect to your divinity, for you to move towards your purpose or express that purpose in this life. And so the family that you were born into, the time frame in which you were born, the people that have relationship with or connect with, it is all something that was set prior to. These are things that you selected prior to you coming to earth. Even the ugly things. And I know some people may say, well, why would I choose such a hard life? Well, in my tradition, this is not our first life. So that's one. And then I do believe that some of us have karmic lessons that we need to learn. Our soul comes to earth to learn. It's a school for us. And so you can't learn certain lessons in a life of ease. Now, I know that that doesn't soothe the soul when you're going through things, but having a different perspective sometimes can help you to continue to move and not become stuck and stagnant and just giving up and throwing in the towel. And as someone who has experienced a lot of adversity in her own life, I can say that with certainty because I used to say, damn, why would I, why is my life this way? But I understand now why I chose certain things to happen in my life. I chose this life. Number one, the reason that I have such a level of empathy, and I'm an intuitive empath, but part of the reason that that is one of my strongest traits is because of the traumas that I experienced as a child and as a teenager and as a younger woman. I'm not very old, but I mean a younger woman. I'm not very young either. And so, well, I guess it's a matter of perspective. But anyway, I digress. There's no way that I could have the level of empathy and compassion for other people and the ability to totally and completely merge with a person and understand something that they can't verbally express and then show them a way in which they can still move in a whole way. If I had not experienced those things, it helped me to connect to my own gifts. Not to say that those things caused my gift, but it did absolutely thrust me into the gift even more. Even the clairs, the clairsentience, and the clairaudience. If I had not experienced near-death experiences, I don't believe those gifts would have been as developed as they are now. But because I've been placed in positions in which I was in a dark place near death, then I had to listen for spirit and source in order to get out of those spaces and back into the light. Um, so I said all of that to say this: for anyone who will view this video when I'm recording it now or in the future, if you are in a period of time where you're struggling and you feel like, you know what, if one more thing happens, I'm just going to give it up. Don't do it. do not do it, because if you think back on your life, I promise you there are things that have occurred that you've gotten through, and you can get through this too, no matter how hard it is. You can get through it. You can be masterful through it. You can be victorious. You can be triumphant. And you can help other people later once you have healed from that situation or from that circumstance or whatever, what have you. So don't ever think the minute that you quit trying is the minute that you lose. So don't ever stop striving for a better tomorrow. Now, in relation to our life's journey and spiritual development, there will be times and situations that will happen that will thrust you, and it will pierce your soul in such a way that nothing man-made or nothing human can soothe that area. And that is the time that you will tune into spirit, or you should be seeking something, because something is certainly seeking you. And peace is not something that you can purchase online. Joy is not something you can go and pull off the shelves. So when you're going through situations in your life, typically people start seeking something higher. They begin to pray or meditate or going to somebody. It may be a pastor if they're Christian. It may be them going to the masjid on Friday nights if they're Muslim. It may be people like me, myself, who have follow African traditional religion, ATRs, and so on and so forth, whatever. And at that time, when you're laying there and in your most vulnerable space, it's the time that your spirit is growing. Whether you realize it or not, it is growing. If you will allow it, if you will be vulnerable and honest about where you are right now, your spirit will grow. And I promise you, if you can get through that thing, you're going to look back a few years down and you're going to say, wow, it had to be this. But I'll tell you, it was your higher self guiding you the entire time. It was your ancestors protecting you and guiding you the entire time. It was your spirit squad that was carrying you through those times. And you will see it. We're in a period of time, and I've said this before, I think, during this year. This particular year is causing us all to have a mirror put up to our face. Some of the reflections are not going to be beautiful, but it is absolutely necessary for you to master yourself, for you to get where you need to get to the next level. I'll share personally, I've run into two of my past life loves in this year already. It is absolutely insane, but it is absolutely true. And they both are mirrors put up to my face to make me deal with the fact that I've shut myself off in some areas because of hurt. I do not trust as I should because of hurt, and so on and so forth. And so I'm redeveloping the ability to believe in love again, to believe that people can be trustworthy, and that I could possibly have a healthy relationship come out of this at some point in time, though I'm not rushing. I've gotten very comfortable being with myself. I also have had family members that have pretty much disowned me and I haven't spoken to in years pop up. But again, we're in Mercury retrograde, so that will happen. Although I'm not entertaining any conversations, no matter the situation, I don't wish harm upon anyone. But I will not be involving myself in any situation. That's a part of my spiritual development. Is understanding what that person's position in my life is at this point and in this lifetime. This may sound very harsh, but just because someone shares blood with you, you share ancestors on whichever line, lineage it is, that does not mean that person is owed a space in your life. Doesn't mean that. Their function may have been to birth you or help create you, have sex, and there you are. Their purpose may have been to harm you. I hate to say that, but some people are absolutely used as tools along our journey. That's a part of their journey as well, though. And just because someone is a relative, it doesn't make them family. And I will stand on that. I teach that to my children. If I ever become the person that is toxic to them, I don't expect for them to maintain relationship with me. Because if it's harming you, I never want to be of harm to anyone. And for years, I allowed people to harm me. But at this point, I'm setting healthy boundaries. I've been doing a series and sharing a few tips on my Instagram about boundaries lately. Setting healthy boundaries is absolutely essential to you developing spiritually. Some of us are like, as your inner light begins to expand, you're going to attract a lot of people. Some of us are built that way. We just attract a lot of people. Even if we try to dim ourselves, we still people gravitate towards us, and a lot of times they don't even understand why. We may not be the most beautiful thing to their sight. Our voice may not be the sweetest. Our demeanor may be crass, but it's something about it. It's the energy. It's the light. But with that, we have to set boundaries. Everybody can't be have access to us, and we shouldn't allow it. That's a boundary. One of the hard boundaries that I've had to set is with my job, with my place of employment, as I am building and growing and absolutely manifesting clientele and soon to be coaching clients for Divine Soul. I'm absolutely still working a job that is constantly intruding upon my personal time and space. But I'm setting boundaries from today moving forward. And if they cannot respect my boundary, then guess what? I need to make a change. I've set boundaries with clients. If we schedule a time for us to do what we need to do, I'm providing a service. You need to honor my time as I honor yours. And that's it. If your appointment is for a specific time and you cannot make it, don't expect me to make myself available 2 hours later. It doesn't work that way. So that's a part of me developing and maturing because previously I would harm myself to satisfy others, to be that for everyone else and nothing to myself. And that will not work. We're in a time where spirit will drag you if you are not operating in integrity, if you are not following that which you know your higher self is guiding you to. I hear people all the time, a lot of my clients are like, I've been feeling like. If you've been feeling like, that means you should be doing that. Stop stalling. What are you waiting for? And so I'm saying the same thing to you. The things you've been feeling like, it's time for you to take heed to those voices and move towards it. Taking those steps absolutely is a part of growing. Absolutely will help you to evolve. So continue to do that. And then lastly, I'm not going to talk very long. I'm almost at 15 minutes, close to 14, is the fact that we need to be comfortable with the fact that not everyone is going to big us up. Not everyone is going to applaud our efforts or support us. We need to be okay with that. In pursuit of our destiny, we need to understand that it's not our job to be focused on those that are not being impacted by the work that we are doing, or those that are not cheering us on from the sidelines or supporting our business. If it is your destiny, that should be your focus, is fulfilling that destiny. And I'm speaking to myself also. A part of my destiny is divination, feminine arts, womanly arts, herbalism, dream interpretation, divination. All these things are feminine, what they call feminine art. In pursuit of this part of my destiny, I have become discouraged and disheartened because of lack of support, or what I feel is lack of support. But every time I almost say I'm not going to do it anymore, Spirit will send someone to tell me how I've impacted them in a positive way, how my words have affected them, how the things I've shared have helped them to grow, how things have manifested in their life because of what I've said. And so, with that, I've had to take my eyes off my ego and back on pursuit of the destiny. I am absolutely determined to pursue my destiny, no matter who doesn't understand it, like it, applaud it, support it, share it, or care about it. My concern is only to fulfill the destiny that I was given and my Ori has given me. And that is it, and that is all. Outside of that is not my concern for those who are not affected by what I do. For those that are, they are my concern. For my clients, for my children, for my students, as I teach Reiki. Very excited about the upcoming class, March 7th. It is not my concern for those who are not in tune or on the frequency that I'm on. My concern is that I'm doing the work that Spirit Source or Re has told me to do. And that's what I will do. And that's what you should do. The more you focus on developing yourself and pursuing your passions and your purpose and your destiny, the less these things about other people will matter. You won't expend your energy in that way. So this has been a Shaki. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I wanted to hit a few hot points to assist you on spiritual development. So by the end of this month, I will have coaching packages created, and I will be doing personal coaching with select few clients, just to see how it goes. If you're interested in working with me and receiving spiritual coaching from me, you can shoot me an email to ashaki@ashakiali.com, or you can contact me from the contact page on my website, ashakiali.com. The coaching is going to look like an assessment of, and like us kind of going through to determine, what is your ultimate goal, what's going on, and how can I be of assistance. I'll be performing readings with you once a week. We'll be doing some live video chats. I'll be giving you some, what I love to call remedies. And they're not really remedies, but they're actionable steps to assist you in developing. And then ongoing email support. And you have my contact information. So it's going to be really, really intimate and really personal. So Skype, Duo, however, whatever works, so that you can see me and I can see you and we can connect. So I'm very excited about that. That's one thing that's coming. Also on March the 7th, I'll be teaching Reiki Level 1, March 7th and 8th. The class is $100. Um, it's I have an Eventbrite link that I will put below for you to register on the link, and then I'll put the ways that I accept payment for the class. The class will be held via Zoom more than likely, but maybe in Google Classroom. I'm trying to figure the logistics out exactly as far as the format. You'll receive a Reiki Level 1 handbook and a certification with your first designation on the tiers of Reiki. If you select to take the course, I'll be teaching Reiki Level 2 in the summer. And then Master Level or Level 3, probably in the winter, or fall. Just depends on how the timing goes and the interest in that. And then I have videos speaking about my Reiki experience as well, on my channel. So I may try to pin that below as well. And then also, if you are interested in a reading, just a reading or a Reiki healing session, you can book those directly with me via email. Right now, the scheduling portion of my website is kind of glitchy. And so it's just easier to reach out to me in that regard. We can schedule the time. So my email again is ashaki@ashakiali.com. You can email me to schedule your reading or your Reiki healing session. And if you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you as a part of the Divine Soul fam. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you'll know when I'm uploading videos. And until the next time, I thank you for watching. This has been your Divine Soul sister, Ashaki Ali. Another video. Let's get this development rolling. And and it's my birthday month. 2 weeks. March 15th is my birthday. So if you'd like to send your girl a love offering, I'll put my PayPal and my Cash App below. So, nevertheless, sending you all an abundance of peace, love, light, and always, always balance. This has been Ashaki. I'll see you all next week. Peace.